What's up, LEGO fans? Welcome back. Alex and Josh with you. Josh, how you doing, my man?
Good.
All right, ready to do this update?
Yes.
Okay, this is phase 4. Phase 4. Phase 4, guys, is what I think we're going to have to just call trial and error. That is when we're just going to throw stuff up here and just see what works, what doesn't work. There's a lot of, like I said, trial and error, moving things in and out. As you can see, we're putting down a lot of, probabilities here, the roads, the train track, some buildings, not all the buildings, but just trying to see what works. And this is kind of just a pause in time. This is definitely not what it's going to be. Josh and I are going to be moving this stuff in and out all over the place. And Josh, we went to how many stores today?
3.
We went to Home Depot to get wood or some plywood. We went to Walmart to buy several more of these large gray base plates. And I don't know if I'll get to it in this phase, but probably the next phase I'll tell you why we got those. And then finally we went to, do you remember what we went to? The fabric store? Joann's Fabric to get more felt for certain areas. Not a lot. So let's go ahead and dive into what we're feeling good about and what we're not feeling so good about. So the first thing is, there's a couple things that we feel okay about that we're trying to base everything off of. And one of those things is the oil refinery. We kind of feel like getting the train tracks to go through it. First of all, let me back up here. There's 2 lines of track going through here. I decided not to have a main line going behind the mountain. Somebody said that you should have more trains exposed, right? Mm-hmm. It's because little kids love it, do they not?
Yeah.
They love seeing the trains go around. So the idea is that this is the passenger line that's going to go through here. And then this line switches off of it kind of under the table. I don't know if you guys can see that, but back there it does switch off. And this is going to be for our freight trains. So they actually can stop at the oil refinery. And they can stop along here on the pier. Mm-hmm. So this is, I'm probably going to get some raised eyebrows on this, Josh, for this part. But bear with us on this. So the idea here with the docks is that this is kind of the front, to the ocean front here, as far as the industrial side goes, right? Yeah. So I don't know if all of our cargo ships are going to fit here, but we'll try. But we're going to get the blue felt, kind of like what we see down here. And Josh, why is the Defender always out?
I don't know. One time I got out to play with it down here, and it's just been down here ever since.
Okay. Obviously not to scale, but Josh likes to play. You know what? I can't blame you because this is a fun set for sure. All right. So anyway, getting back to the docks here. So we have kind of a center here, so you can have. I didn't like the idea of having just a long, narrow dock going all the way up and down. So I did divide it up here. And so the ocean continues here. And so we will actually, it'll open up a little bit right here. This is a mess. But you'll have like more of your privately owned boats on this side. But the ocean is going to be just like half of this area right here. Back there is going to be land. So that's kind of what we're playing with there on that. So those are the 2 things that we feel good about. Also, when I was reading some comments, I read one about the train yard. Because the train yard is going underground, right? And somebody said that your train yard is one of the best features of the LEGO City. And how I respond to that is, yes, I totally agree. And yes, it will be hidden underground underneath here. But the idea is that, people come and visit the city, which I love. Josh and I love seeing little kids running around, and some a little more hyper than others and a little more hands-on than we'd like sometimes, right? But they come down and there's a lot to see. I mean, it's a large LEGO city. And there's a lot to see. It's overwhelming almost when you first see this and trying to see all the little details and stuff going on. And what we like to do, what Josh and I love to do especially, is say, okay, there's other features in the city that we want to show you, such as the amusement park, for example. We say, come check out the amusement park, and these rides actually work. And we'll come here and we'll switch this and say, check it out. And everything's moving around, and the kids love that, right? And then they want to actually play with the switch, and that's when I get a little nervous. But anyway, but going back down here, what we're thinking is, hey, why don't you walk around to the other side of the city behind here and tell us what you see? And then they'll go around and they'd see, oh my goodness, this thing is packed with trains underneath here. And that's kind of what we're going for. Yeah, we will make it so that we can access it on this side too. We'll have some paneling that we can remove safely, hopefully, right? This is all, of course, in theory. Trial and error, guys, right? So that's kind of what we're thinking right now. The railroad since this is closed off, we're thinking here is the entrance for J&J Railroad. And if you don't know what J&J Railroad, what's J&J Railroad, Josh? What does that stand for?
Forgot.
You forgot? It's named after you. It's Josh and Jimmy Railroad. Did you not know that?
No.
You didn't know the railroad was named after you and Jimmy?
No.
Now you know.
I didn't know it had a name.
It did. It had a name. Well, I guess I didn't really say it a lot, but I'm going to actually have the name on it this time, so we know it's J&J Railroad. But anyway, this is the main entrance. We'll have kind of a tunnel going through here, and that's how you'll be able to access it. And we'll probably have another tunnel that can go in on that side there as well, kind of as a through street, if you will. Let's see. What else, Josh? What am I missing? Oh, our conversation about Ninjago. Okay,
Yeah.
So I asked Josh today, what if we took, come over here, guys. What if we took Ninjago City and Ninjago docks and took them out of this area and put it over on the other side, right? And I told you this and you disagreed. And I said, why?
They just look so good right here because like the water elements in this area.
You know what? Okay, I do agree with the water elements. It does look good, and I think it would look kind of ugly against the felt. But it's kind of crowded here, right? And yeah, it does look good with the water, but it is crowded, and I think if we remove this, it would really open this up and make it look kind of, I don't know, kind of nice. But I've heard a rumor that they are going to bring out another Ninjago modular. And if that's the case, then I don't see where that's going to fit here. So we're probably going to have to move that out there anyway. What do you think? Yes? No? Maybe so?
We should probably move them out.
Move them out? Well, I'll tell you what. I'm not going to move them out unless we're 100% sure it's going to work over there. Because if I take those out, these little pieces, oh my gosh, they go everywhere. Underneath plates, it is insane to keep them out. We remember this when we were rebuilding this whole entire part of the city.
We did.
That was a nightmare. I mean, it wasn't a nightmare, but it was somewhat difficult to get that done. Here's the felt that's going to cover the that small part over there. Get that all laid out. All right, Josh, what else am I missing here? I think that's it, right? It's kind of where we're at right now. It's slow progress. This is the time-consuming part where we're just, like I said, trial and error, see what works, what doesn't work. And again, all your comments are awesome. We're getting overwhelmed, actually, with a lot of your suggestions and comments. It's hard to keep up with all your great ideas, so keep them coming. This is phase 4, right? Yeah. So phase 5, I think what phase 5 is going to be is a decision on where everything is going to be.
Yeah.
All the buildings in, the roads, and then phase 6 will be all the details.
Yeah.
Putting all the people back in, and the trains, and the cars, right? You're going to do all that for me, right?
Yes.
Josh is going to do all the dirty work, because all this stuff down here got to come back up. Anyway, and we got to do a lot of cleaning, too. A lot of stuff we notice is kind of dusty.
Yeah.
Right? So, all right, guys, that's it for now. I hope you guys enjoyed phase 4 update. We'll have these coming up. I'm not sure when the next one will come up, but we'll keep working on it. Josh and I, he's always telling me, come on, Jad, let's go downstairs and build. I'm like, oh, okay, all right. So anyway, all right, guys, thanks so much for watching. Oh, and also next week, the new modular comes out on January 1st. We're going to grab that and do, I don't know, we're going to fit it somewhere downtown. We'll figure that out. All right. Hope everybody had a Merry Christmas. Thank you so much for watching, and we'll see you next time. Bye.